The local government area of Abia State had a bad Wednesday after about 7 persons narrowly escaped death following an attack by suspected Fulani herdsmen who invaded their farmlands, leaving them severely injured. The invasion left an elderly woman seriously wounded as she was trampled upon by cattle. TVC News correspondent Nnamdi Ofonye, who visited the community, has more in this report.
Maiming and killing of farm owners in the southeast by suspected Fulani herdsmen is gradually becoming constant. After a series of such attacks in Enugu State, Abia is now faced with the same problem. Ozuitem, a community that prides itself as the food basket of Abia State, is the latest to experience herdsmen attacks, as some farmers were attacked on Wednesday, 30th November, leaving them seriously injured. On arrival here, one will agree that the community is really a food basket, owing to the vast portions of virgin land that greet you right from the community entrance, which according to them used to be farmlands before incessant destruction of their crops by cattle forced them to abandon them and move deep into the bushes to escape such attacks. But it seems their aim has been defeated. Trampled and destroyed crops litter farms that are gradually being overtaken by weed. Most of the farmers have since abandoned their farms for fear of being attacked.
As I'm talking to you today, women are no longer going to the farm because of what Fulani people are doing. They've just plucked out our crops and then give it to their cow.
It was a gory sight to behold at the hospital in neighboring Ozuakoli, where 3 of the victims are receiving treatment. The most severely injured amongst them have been transferred to the Federal Medical Center in Umuahia, the state capital.
We went to farm to fetch cassava. On our way going, we saw these people, so we asked them to go away to our farm. So before we could know what to happen, we then control their cow. So on our way around, anybody then catch, they will call that person with knife.
We saw these Fulanis with their cows. Then we tried to beg them to take their cows out of our farm. What they did is they turned back against us with their machetes.
Goes with UBC, who just returned to the village from Calabar to venture into farming as championed by the government, had his 4 fingers chopped off.
See my nurse inside the bottle. So day and night, I keep on thinking, cogitating of what to do if I go back to the village. Because the money I was using to run my business exhausted in Calabar. So I used the little I have to come back home. But now, because of famine, which federal government and state government advise us to go back to farm, now there is no hand again.
Secretary to the state government, Eme Ekoro, the son of the community, could not hide his emotions. He wants the federal government to come up with urgent but lasting solution to the ugly trend.
I have used another circumstance to appeal to the president of Nigeria to rein in his men. The cattle is important to the Fulani, as the cassava and yam crops are important to the Igbo.
To forestall further attacks, the Abia State Police Command immediately took proactive steps by drafting policemen to the community.
We received various degrees of machete cuts, and the policemen were on time to bring the situation under control. The herdsmen that were alleged were not met as at the time the police arrived at the scene, and that's why we are putting some people on ground as marshals.
As the invasion of farmlands by the suspected Fulani herdsmen continues unabated, there is one question on the lips of many, especially the farmers. The question is, how will the federal government achieve its desire to make Nigeria a leading country in agriculture if this menace is not handled or stopped? This is one question only the federal government can answer. Nnamdi Ofonye, TVC News, Ozuitem, Abia State.